essentially, as artists, Addictive TV, we take films, we take music, and we remix. I mean, in that sense, we're kind of audio-video remix artists. And I mean, a good example is we'll take something like Transformers, all the films, and for this particular track, we cut them all together, and we also remixed it with Daft Punk with Robot Rock and Kraftwerk with the robots, of which we're quite surprised that no one had ever really done that before, because to me they were two obvious tracks that fitted beautifully together. And so yeah, that's the kind of thing that we'll do for our kind of live show. Big screens, images of Kraftwerk and robot. The whole thing of kind of taking kind of audio and video, yeah, it's because of our backgrounds in kind of both coming from TV and video and music and DJing and VJing. It's kind of all, you know, mixed into one in itself, and so that's kind of where we came from. It was an idea we wanted to do that we'd just never seen anyone do, in that sense, was to take a film, cut it up, and still keep it kind of in a remixed form within, you know, sort of a 4 or 5 minute remix of just that film. People had sampled bits of this and bits of that and put it together in a big kind of mashup, but we wanted to kind of remix holistically one whole film. And we just found that when we did that, the studios they'd seen our work and they approached us saying, could you remix this film as an alternative trailer, of which I think was very, very forward-sighted of some of them. And so even though they would still make traditional trailers, they would still ask us to kind of do something that was different, to get the film posted into places where traditional trailers wouldn't be, like music sites, DJ websites, remix sites, this kind of thing. How do we create a piece? Yeah, big secret. C'est un grand secret. We're currently working on our new performance project called Orchestra Samples, and the idea behind it is that on a lot of all our travels, because we play in lots of different countries around the world, is to hook up with local artists and effectively have recording sessions that we will film, and we're then slowly building up our own, for want of a better phrase, our own archive of musicians. We've filmed over 100 now, and then we're making new music, new visual music from sampling all of these recording sessions, and so kind of creating effectively like a digital supergroup, which is why it's called Orchestra of Samples. And so we're working with lots and lots of different musicians who ultimately they'll never have met, but they're all being sort of put together in tracks. So it's kind of digital collaboration, I guess, for want of a better phrase. Kind of realise that there is one common sort of language of music all around the world, despite whatever the styles are. From, you know, you might have, you know, modern hip hop all the way to kind of traditional sort of singing in some part of Africa. It still has that link that it's still kind of music. I spend too much time in front of a computer. That's probably what I'm addicted to. Too much time in the dark, and I don't see the sunshine long enough. And yeah, sitting there in front of a computer, click, click, click.